and it's my pleasure to welcome you here for the best Concours dElegance in the whole world.
The 102X is really the first step for us in the kind of drivetrain that might be powering a Rolls-Royce, whether it's an electric drivetrain or maybe hydrogen or hybrid.
We have the Mercedes-Benz Fuel Cell Roadster, which is a car that we've done to celebrate the 125th anniversary of the automobile.
They get the fact that this is the Oscars of the car world, if you like, and they have to keep coming back. It's a drug. Welcome to the Pebble Beach Concours dElegance 2011. It's a great day, a little grey, but the colour is on the 18th fairway here, and the colour is in the cars, the wonderful cars that we've got here today. My name's Mick Waller, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here for the best Concours dElegance in the whole world. I work with the Concours, and I've been coming here for 9 years now. And it's really the highlight of my year. I work on the selection committee. We team together about 12 or 14 different people from all over the world, and we sort through all of the applications. The people who are collecting the cars, they want to come to Pebble, and we appraise the cars, we choose the cars, which is a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. When I started with Pebble, I came to see the place, to experience it just as a visitor. And I was very friendly with a number of people who were involved with the Concours. And on my way back to the UK, I realized that Carmel and Pebble Beach was such a special place. Plus the cars, really it just spoke to me, and I did everything I could to come back. And I have a history of cars in my family, so I know cars. I've been around cars all my life. One of my main responsibilities is to find cars in Europe, in the UK, to bring to Pebble and to discuss the shipping and discuss the intricacies of bringing a car to Pebble, bringing it to the Concours. People catch the bug. They come once and they enjoy it. They get the buzz. They get the fact that this is the Oscars of the car world, if you like. And they have to keep coming back. It's a drug. This year we've got a number of manufacturers showing their new cars, their concept cars on the concept lawn. There are some spectacular models there, and it's very exciting to see these cars because you sort of think that they're new now, but in 30 years' time, these are going to be the cars that will be coming back to Pebble Beach to be shown in the Concours itself. The other highlights of the show really are the motor stands. We have Infiniti, we have Jaguar, celebrating the E-Type this year, of course, Cadillac, Porsche. They're all showing their wonderful cars. There's so much history in cars. You can feel the leather, you can smell the leather, you can smell the exhaust fumes, and it just conjures up this fabulous, fabulous sensation. Cars pull onto the field from around about 6:30. The eager ones are there at 6:30. The mist is over the water. The dawn is just breaking. And I find it a really almost emotional moment. To be part of this event is very special. And to get a car here, you've won already. This is the Sperimentale, the prototype of the Ferrari GTO. This particular car was built in 1961 and was the prototype and the experimental car. It was raced. It's different to the GTO that came around after it. We're very lucky to have 22 of the Ferrari GTOs here today, which I think is one of the world's records, which is great, and they're worth an awful lot of money. Right behind me now, there's everybody's fortune. It's a superb car, highly collectible. They made 39 plus the Sperimentale, so there are 40 cars. And there is a story out there that Ferrari built 40 GTOs and 50 of them still exist, because there are some replicas out there as well. Thank you for coming. Thank you for enjoying the cars here at the Pebble Beach Concours.
Closed captioning provided by...
Welcome to the Pebble Beach Concours dElegance. This is the Rolls-Royce Phantom Experimental Electric. My name is Nigel Warnacott. I'm the Product Communications Manager for Rolls-Royce Motor Cars. And here at Pebble Beach we are presenting 102EX, the Phantom Experimental Electric, for the first time to our US customers and also our Pebble Beach audience. It was important for us to start looking at sustainability, and when we talk about sustainability, we're really talking about business sustainability, what might be powering a Rolls-Royce in 20 or 30 years' time, because we have a glorious 107-year history, and as guardians of the brand, we need to make sure that we continue to have a 107-year history in the future. And so the 102X is really the first step for us in looking at the kind of drivetrain that might be powering a Rolls-Royce, whether it's an electric drivetrain or maybe hydrogen or hybrid. We're not sure at the moment, but this car really allows us to start that conversation with our customers. Well, the experience of Pebble Beach is a wonderful one. I mean, the Concours dElegance is obviously a key part of the weekend. We have some absolutely fabulous cars on the concept lawn. You know, it's really, you know, a smorgasbord of wonderful automotive paraphernalia, and I think people love to see the metal, they love the experience, they love the sights, they love the sounds. It's one of those events where you can really truly experience the best of the automotive world, and I hope that with Rolls-Royce, particularly with the experimental electric Phantom, we're adding a little to the richness of that experience. And this is the Phantom Experimental Electric, our pure electric prototype car. Now, with all Rolls-Royce experimental cars, the car comes complete with a number of experimental materials and finishes. So we'll start with the paint, a very exclusive paint colour. It's applied in something like 18 different layers. It uses ceramic nano-sized particles to give it this beautiful wet-like sheen. Very much an experimental paint finish, and something that our team are looking at perhaps as a paint finish we introduce to our cars. Come and have a look at the inside. As with any Rolls-Royce motor car, we have wonderful coach doors which add to the experience of a Rolls-Royce car. We have a very beautiful, sumptuous, and again experimental leather interior. It's naturally dyed, it's a vegetable tan, and it gives this beautiful, tactile and rich colour to the interior of the car. Indeed, we're including something here which looks a little like carbon fibre. It's actually an aluminium weave. Again, an experimental paint finish. Our guys working to see whether this is the kind of thing that we could include in a Rolls-Royce motor car of the future. You'll notice here the charging socket. This is where 102X can be plugged into main supply at home, or a three-phase supply which allows the car to be charged in around about 8 hours. Normally, when we open the bonnet, of course, we have the wonderful V16 engine. And here we have 3 red chargers which sit atop a battery pack which we think is one of the largest battery packs ever fitted to a passenger car. It features 96 lithium-ion cells. It delivers power to 2 rear-mounted electric motors which collectively drive the rear axle, rated to around about 400 horsepower. And finally, we have a rather beautiful Spirit of Ecstasy in a material called Macrolon that allows us to up lighter in blue, kind of just hinting at the technology beneath the bonnet when this car is moving. And in a nutshell, that's the Phantom Experimental Electric, the first and only Rolls-Royce electric car.
I'm Brett Malillo with Mercedes-Benz USA, and here we are at the 2011 Pebble Beach Concours dElegance. To my left, we have the Mercedes-Benz Fuel Cell Roadster, which is a car that we've done to celebrate the 125th anniversary of the automobile, which of course we invented in 1886. The car we see here is an homage to the original Patent motor wagon, which is the original car that Carl Benz filed a patent for in January 29, 1886. You'll see tributes to this vehicle, such as the wheels, the floorboards. They're all throwbacks to the original car. Now, in an old meets new fashion, we've taken old kind of tributes and we've added modern day technology like a hydrogen fuel cell. So the car runs as a hydrogen fuel cell battery electric. The fuel cell produces electricity, which is stored in the batteries, which then powers the electric motor. The idea behind the concept was to do a work co-op with 150 students in Germany. Now this was kind of their thesis, if you will, at the time as they're going to school. And they worked in separate teams, finance, marketing, engineering, and all these teams, their job was to come together to produce a concept that paid tribute. It isn't, in that fashion, it's not a car that we'd ever sell or consider selling. It's more a whimsical or an exciting or fun way of showing alternative energy. And of course here at Pebble Beach, which pays tribute to changing automobiles all the time. And if you remember back in the 1910s and 1920s, we were going through the same situation where we're determining which fuel was going to power us in the next century or even millennia. And that's the situation that we're in once again, which is why we brought it here to Pebble Beach. Kind of demonstrate that we're on that cusp where we don't exactly know where we're going in the future, but at Daimler, we're taking the best steps forward to be in the position that we can lead that automotive industry into the next decade or century. We're at the Pebble Beach Concours dElegance, and I'd love to show you the Fuel Cell Roadster. The most important of any Mercedes-Benz is, of course, the three-pointed star, demonstrated here on the nose, which pays tribute to a little of our F1 styling. Working our way back, Immediately you'll notice the radial spoked wheels, which are actually a direct one-to-one swap with the original Patent Motorwagen. So you could pull those off and put them on the original first car, in a true homage. But working here, we'll see it has independent front suspension with aluminum subframes. We've got electric power steering, and of course pushrod suspension, because it is a fully operational concept. It does run completely. Working our way back, you'll see a body that's predominantly carbon fiber and fiberglass. You'll see some throwbacks to the original car, such as the wood flooring. Of course, that conceals the battery packs which power the car. In addition, you'll see another throwback is the joystick controls, which, similar to the tiller steering that we have on the original Patent Motorwagen, this car is controlled entirely with a joystick. Forwards, reverse, left, right, they're all operated from that one control. Of course, as we work our way back, we see we once again have the radial spoked wheels with solid rubber tires, which certainly make the 15-mile-an-hour top speed pretty exciting. We can't see it from up here, but if we were to look in the internals of the car, there's actually a hydrogen tank that carries compressed hydrogen underneath it. Thanks for spending the time to stop by and see the Mercedes-Benz Fuel Cell Roadster.
Closed captioning provided by
You're watching Cars.tv.
My name is Ralph Morano. I'm from Westfield, New Jersey, and we're out here at Pebble Beach for the best car show in the world. We're showing a 1954 Packard Panther, one of 4 built fiberglass concept cars by Packard Motor Cars. They built 4 of these in 1952. Packard was trying to get themselves back into the automotive industry, trying to compete against the big 3. And they built these, and then in '54, they restyled 2 more, this one with the removable hardtop and a convertible, trying to keep themselves up with GM and Ford. It was a big success, but I think it was just a little bit too late for Packard. I have all the concept cars except one, so this has just been a feat for me and just a lifelong dream to collect all these cars and restore them, bring them back so people can enjoy them. They love the color combination. This is the original color. The car only traveled 6,000 miles since it was new, so it's been in museums all its life until I got it and brought it back to its original grandeur. This car runs phenomenal. We took it on the tour the other day, 80 miles. I drive it not that often, but when I do, it is a pleasure to drive. It's got power steering, power brakes. It's got a 359 cubic inch Packard straight 8 with a 4-barrel, and it does everything it's supposed to do. Pebble Beach is a very, very unique place. Sometimes you come out here and you think you're going to win and you don't. And sometimes you come out here and you think you're just here for the fun and you win. It's a really crazy place. A lot of people, a lot of nice cars, friends, car guys, just normal people. A lot of people just thank you for bringing the cars out here so they can enjoy them. That's what it's all about. Well, I started collecting cars with hot rods and Corvettes and Model A's and worked my way all the way up to what I have now. I'm a Packard lover. They're just a great car. Old cars brought me to a lot of people. A lot of great fundraisers like this one. They raise a lot of money for needy things, and if you can afford to do this and come here and donate, I think it's great. It's actually one of the first cars ever made that were fiberglass. They all said that the Corvette was first, but really the Packard Panther in '52 were the first cars. It's got a straight 8 Packard engine, 359 cubic inch with automatic transmission, and it runs perfect. It's just a great, great, great driving car. They made 2 of these in 1954. One of them they put a hardtop on, and the other one has a convertible roof. This one has bucket seats. The other car has a bench seat. It's got the 2-tone outside. The inside is all custom. It's got full set of gauges. It's like driving an airplane when you're driving. It's really cool to drive. The roof is easy. It just unhooks. Just unpop these snaps. The roof slides back. We pick it up and take it off. It's not heavy, just awkward. Now in the 50s, everything was double. So you have dual exhaust, dual antennas, dual mirrors. Everything was double. It's just the way it was then. It's a great car to drive. It's a very unique piece, and I'm just so proud to own it. Thank you.
My name is Peter Tocco, and I am one of Infiniti's senior product specialists. I have been with Infiniti since the birth of the luxury division back in 1988. 3 years ago, as you can see, we had a small black tent. Last year, we had a little bit bigger black tent. But this year, we call this our Moments of Inspiration area right over here. A spectacular, welcoming, inviting tent. Inside the Moments of Inspiration, you're going to find vehicles that you're accustomed to seeing, but you're also going to see the new Infiniti JX concept that is going to be unveiled for the first time a little bit later on here at Pebble Beach. You're also going to see our Formula One race car that has been doing phenomenal all around the world. I mean, Infiniti is back into Formula One racing. Sebastian Vettel has really been an outstanding champion for him. I mean, they have won first, second place around the world that they've gone to. Now, the vehicle that we were driving earlier was the Infiniti G37 Coupe IPL. IPL, of course, means Infiniti Performance Line. We've taken a phenomenal handling automobile and we've raised the bar. We took a G37 Sport Coupe and we've added firmer suspension. We added a more aggressive braking system, different wheel. We added a completely new exhaust. We've upped the horsepower substantially under the hood. It has IPL badging. If you open up the hood, you'll see IPL on the manifold. You'll see IPL badging on the rear deck lid. Inside, you'll see, once you get into the interior is completely IPL exclusive. Red monocle leather interior or black interior with accent stitching. So we've taken the automobile, we've raised the bar, much more aggressive in its styling, but not only in its terms of styling. Infiniti backs it up, of course, with performance and handling as well. Pebble Beach is pretty spectacular. You know, you walk around, you go down to the fairway on Sunday, you know, you'll see vehicles where there's only one left in the world. You'll see cars shipped from all over the world that descend on this area for this show. So it is really the upper crust, the creme de la creme of the automotive world. Since the beginning of automotive design and technology and where it began and where it has come and where it's going in the future, you really see everything here at Pebble Beach. You are immersed in automotive history and technology and heritage. It's quite spectacular to be here, and we're very proud to be a part of it. It really is an exciting place to be. So Infiniti has recently rolled out a new feature called the Infiniti Personal Assistant, which is really a concierge service, if you will. You can use it while you're in the car through your hands-free phone system, but it works in conjunction with your cell phone, so you don't have to be with your mobile cell phone and use Infiniti Personal Assistant. So that's a concierge service. So basically you can call the number and just inform the operator that, hey, I'm going to be in Spain next weekend. Here's a restaurant, I want you to give me reservations for that, and they'll go ahead and they'll do that. IPL Infiniti Performance Line originated on the G37 Coupe that we're in right now, and we debuted a concept version of the G37 convertible, which we hope will be available later on this year or early spring of next year. But you've taken already an automobile that has aggressive handling, phenomenal performance, and you've upped the ante. You've given it a different exhaust on the vehicle. It's a higher tuned exhaust. The horsepower has been significantly increased. You have a different front and rear fascia, much more aggressive look to the automobile. And of course you have IPL badging. If you open up the hood, you'll see an IPL badging logo right on top of the manifold of the engine, as well as one on the rear deck lid as well. This is what Infiniti Performance Line is all about, and we're glad we're taking you guys for a ride today.
Close.